The action moves to the fortress and we are set and ready for the coin toss at the Gaddafi Stadium here in Lahore. Remember, it's the second match South Africa go one up in the series. Right then, all important personnel next to me, Salman Ali Agha for Pakistan, Donovan Ferreira for South Africa, and to make sure everything runs smoothly, we've got Ranjan Madugale. Salman, you got the coin?
Heads is the call.
Heads is the call.
Tails it is.
And it is the tails. Pakistan win the toss. Salman, what are you going to do and why?
We're going to bowl first.
Again, numbers would suggest, but do you see this pitch slightly different than what we saw in Pindi?
Yeah, I think it looks like a bit slow, but it's due around. We think it's going to be better in the second inning, hopefully.
Right then, so the first game, it was the manner in which Pakistan probably lost the game. What's the conversation been like in the last couple of days?
They outplayed us in last game. We just wanted to brush that game away and just start fresh new today. And that's what we talked about in the team meeting.
So are there any new faces for the fresh start then?
We have Salman in, Shaheen is resting today. We have played so many games and he has played 2 test matches as well. And there is so many games coming around. So we just wanted to give him a rest.
All right then, Salman, have a good one.
Thank you.
All right, Donovan, once again, the coin toss doesn't go in your favor. Your decision would have been?
We were looking to bat first, so it's worked in our favour.
So that's worked in your favor. Any changes to your side?
Yeah, we got one change. Bartman's in for Williams.
Any reason or just rotations?
No, just rotation of the seamers.
All right, you guys come off a fantastic win. Again, similar question to Salman. The manner in which you won the game, very clinical. How did that feel as a team and as captain as well?
Yeah, it felt really good, but I think that's in the past now. New conditions, new venue, so it's for us really to assess conditions once again and then obviously give it our best shot.
Now, the way the batting went, yes, Rizal got a half century, but there were plenty of contributions throughout. The bowling was very clinical as well. Would there be something that you're still looking to make better in spite of a very good performance?
Yeah, I think in any performance you can get better. Our bowlers really bowled well. They kept it nice and simple. So today's conditions might need the same or it might need something different. So luckily we're batting first so they can assess that while we're batting. But from a batting perspective, I think partnerships is an important thing for us. I think we lost a bit of wickets in clusters over there, which wasn't great for our momentum, but fortunately we still got to 190. So yeah, hopefully we can get a couple of partnerships together tonight.
All right, Donovan, have a good one. Thanks
Thank
for
you very
chatting
much.
to us.
Cheers.
Right then, the news from the centre is that Pakistan have won the toss and will have a bowl. Now, once again, we've had a look at the toss and we know what the decision is, but what does the 22 yards for tonight mean? And I've got Vernon Philander who's joined me and he had a bit of a look for a very long time. Vern, on first glance, what do you make of the surface?
Yeah, good evening, Aruz. First of all, if you look at the surface, I think if you're better, you're going to be smiling ear to ear because there's a beautiful grass covering, which simply means there'll be a bit of pace on the system. So as batters in this format, they really enjoy the ball coming onto the bat. Of course, both on either side, it's only 75 yards to clear those fences down. Downtown is 70 yards. So it's not the biggest of hits on this particular surface, but I think the one thing that batters will enjoy is the ball coming onto the bat.
Now, we've spoken about the batting front, which South Africa mastered brilliantly, but then Pakistan probably couldn't because of the bowling line and length that South Africa bowled at. What was so good that South Africa did and Pakistan can probably learn from, particularly on this surface?
Yeah, I think the one thing that I was really impressed with, from a South African perspective, was that they summed up conditions pretty early. For me, when you're playing the subcontinent, the one thing that you want to bring into play are those 3 pegs. The top of off, I know it's a simple saying, but the top of off is of paramount importance simply because if you hit the top of off on the subcontinent, more often than not, that length is a touch too short to get full to or to get forward to, and a touch too short to get back to. So for me, at the end of the day, you want to bring those stumps into play. And I think South Africa, they used the width of the crease phenomenally well. So they haven't given the batter one particular set of clue to hit from. So they varied that release point from time to time, and that is going to be of paramount importance. But again, on subcontinent conditions, you want to bring those pegs into play.
All right, then you've heard from Vernon Philander. Keep the basics right, get the fundamentals right, and Pakistan will look to restrict South Africa for maybe less than what they did in Pindi.